Hey, what's up guys? Chillis here. Welcome to Tsukihime, a piece of blue glass moon. I'm just waiting to start it, so we can, get out how excited I am. I only got into Fate recently. I watched, the UBW anime, or I shouldn't say Fate. I should say Type Moon, like the Nasuverse recently. I watched the UBW anime at the end of 2019, or the second half of 2019. And then I read the visual novel on my channel, and started in early 2020. I didn't finish until late 2021. Well, yeah, so something like that. Because I did the UW VN route after I did Hollow Ataraxia, because I didn't want to do the UW route so soon after because I already, I watched the anime, so I already knew it, but it didn't really matter because I still remembered pretty much everything from the anime when I was playing through UW anyway. But yeah, anyway, yeah. So I haven't been in the fandom as long as some, so I didn't have to wait as long because I finished Tsukihime the end of 2022. So like, yeah, I was waiting for less than 2 years between that and the remake, or first third of the remake, because it's only two of the routes. But anyway, I'm yapping on too long. Anyway, I'm excited. Let's get into it. Tsukihime, piece of blue glass moon. Let's start it up. She looks so good. Our girl. Even though she's not to me, she's not best girl personally. As some of y'all know, I'm a Hisui guy. Create save data. Okay. Yes. For me, I think it's like, I mentioned this before. It's like Hisui, then Arcwid, then like CL, Kohaku, and Akiha's in last. She's in last overall. Her route, I would actually put above the twins' routes. Oh.
暗い夜、家の中にみんなはいない。慣れた草と紙の匂い、積み木細工のような空。部屋の隅にはどろりとこびりついたような古い影。死に絶えた音の中で過去を忍ぶ。見ていた夢はもしもの話ばかりだった。例えば、
もし空が曇っていたのなら、
That's a pretty...
もし気づくのが少し早ければ、もし彼が衰えていなければ、もし私が生まれていなかったら、それともし、ここであなたが目覚めなければ。
Woken up where?
夜はますます沈んでいく。きっともう家の中には誰もいない。一人きりは怖いからみんなに会いたくて。一人きりで庭に。
I don't know what he's saying.
吐く息が白くなっていく。庭はとても指先が痛くなるぐらい寒かった。凍る星、深い闇、さめざめと世界を照らす冷たい光。屋敷の庭はすごく広くて、周りは深い闇に囲まれて、森の木々は黒く大きなカーテンのようだった。まるでどこかの劇場みたい。ざーっと梢の窓が開いて、じきサーカスが始まるのかとワクワクした。 遠くでいろんな音がしている。黒い木々のカーテンの奥、森の中でみんなが楽しそうに騒いでる。
I'm pretty sure that's them getting murdered, not having
幕は
fun.
まだ開かない。我慢できずに森の中へと入っていった。すごく暗い。森は深くて冷たい光も届かない。いろいろな音がしていろいろなものがある。けれど暗くてよくわからない。途中で誰かとすれ違ったかもよく記憶できないくらい。自分の名前を呼ばれた気がして、もっと奥へと歩いていった。木々のベールを抜けた後、森の広場にはみんな揃って待っていた。
Yeah, if waiting means in a pile of dead bodies, that's, yeah.
わからない。
Mm.
向こうから見知らぬ人がやってくる。凶器を手にしてやってくる。みんなをそうしたように僕もバラバラにしたいみたい。よくわからない。ぼんやりとその人を見る。なすすべもなく凶器を待つ。けれどいよいよという時に誰かが僕の前にやってきて、僕は子供だからよくわからない。
Yeah.
びしゃりと温かいものが顔にかかる。赤い。
Oh, they
ト
turned
マ
the
トみ
grass
たい
red.
に赤い水。本当によくわからないけれど、ただ寒くて僕は泣いてしまいそうだった。森は黒くて見たくない。地面は赤くて見たくない。だから空を見上げることにした。目に温かい火色が混ざってくる。眼球の奥に染み込んでくる。だけど全然気にならない。夜空にはただ一人きりの月がある。見知らぬ人は今度こそ僕をバラバラにしようとやってくる。なのに僕はぼんやりといつまでも青い影を見上げている。すごく不思議。どうして今まで気がつかなかったんだろう。ああ、今夜はこんなにも。何も見えない。世界がだんだん消えていく。その中でずっと綺麗に輝いてる。
I've wanted to interject a few times, but it just kept going, so I couldn't. I didn't have control over the pace of the dialogue. Kimoko Nasu.
ああ、気がつかなかった。今夜はこんなにも月が綺麗だ。
Yeah, it's quite beautiful, yeah. Okay, there we go. Finally through the prologue. Okay, so a few different details I don't remember from the original. First, it mentioned that the person was carrying a weapon. I had always assumed... Heck, I'm pretty sure in the original it's said that Makihisa tore into his mother with his bare hands, or tore into Shiki's mother with his bare hands. I don't remember there ever being a mention of him having a weapon, which is so it's a bit odd. And also, at the end there, it said, or at least, or not said, but it kind of implied that he got injured on that same night. But that, I don't remember him being injured that night. I don't think he's not injured until, you know, years later. Maybe I'm misremembering. Maybe he was injured on the night of his family being killed. But I don't think so. Huh. But anyway, let us begin. Press any button. Work of fiction. Yeah, I know game. I know. Fiction from reality. There's no vampires, supposedly. Recording and publication of yeah, so I actually read about this. I'm not allowed to stream CL Root, and for videos I have to put in the title spoiler warning when I get to CL Root. So I do know about that. I'll just when I reach CL Root, I'll have to try and remember. I wake up to find myself in a hospital bed. There are curtains that gently sway. A chilly breeze enters through an open window. I instinctively squint at the harsh color of the room. Where am I? What day is it? What happened to me? I can't seem to think straight. I try to push myself up, but a sharp pain courses through my body. My breath catches in my throat, and I start gasping for air like a fish. Is this what they mean by seeing stars? Yeah, I guess. The moment I place my hand against the hard bed, pain erupts from the inside out again. Still lying down, I take a deep breath and look over my body. Both my hands are covered in bandages. This is a lot worse than what he had in the original. In the original, it was just other Shiki / Roa putting his hand like through our Shiki's chest. Our hands weren't bandaged in the original. My left leg is also set in a plaster cast. I feel a tightness around my head, so it must be wrapped up too. A large, thick adhesive strip is stuck to my chest, like it's hiding something bad. Yeah, I should say so. So yeah, so Shiki got way more fucked up in the remake. My left arm has a tube poked into it. Some part of me understands that it's an IV. I guess I must have seen all this while I was drifting in and out of sleep. The other room, dimly lit and reeking of medicine and chemicals. The array of tubes poking out from under the bandage on my arm, on my chest. The scary man in the suit who came to see me. Oh, is this before the Shiki Roa incident? Like, is this the fallout? Is this the fallout of the Nanaya massacre? Okay, no, little sister. Okay, no, this has to be the Roa incident. My little sister getting scolded by the man when she came to visit. And the doctor, as giddy as a child. I remember all of it like it was a dream. Huh.
君、もしかして目が覚めてない？
Yeah? Is that a problem? am I not supposed to be awake? I hear the voice of an unfamiliar woman. I don't have the strength to answer her. She then bursts out of the room, frantically calling for the doctor. Pitter-patter go her steps. She really shouldn't be running in a hospital. even if it is to get me help. I mean, be glad that at least you're getting good care, it would seem. Unable to lift my body, I turn my head and look up the window. I feel a sharp pain in each of my eyes. Wonder why? As if a jagged knife were poking and prodding around inside my brain. The sky outside is so blue it looks unreal. I find my eyes flinching not from the white, hot glare of the sun, but from the spotless stretch of blue. Days pass. Since waking up, I still haven't been able to move from the bed. I don't remember if his eyes caused him pain. I think they did in the original, but I don't remember. Still haven't been able to move from the bed. My only view of the outside world is the same faraway sky as before. Gently, the curtains flap. A dry wind touches my cheek. The stainless swath of blue leaves my eyes feeling woozy. Where am I? What day is it? Why am I in a hospital? That's hard to answer. Gradually the answers come to me. Except for one. I keep looking out the window, a thought just out of reach. Something important. A tearful promise. I can't remember.
はじめまして、東野四季君。回復はおめでとう。
Well, yeah, I mean, I would, I guess you could classify us as well, I suppose. Words from a man I've only just met. He offers me a handshake. With his gentle smile and soft-spoken voice, he seems like a kind man. Though I get the feeling he's someone who could wipe the smile off his face at the flip of a switch. Yeah, probably. The clean white coat he wears fits him perfectly.
四季君、先生の言っていることがわかるかい？
Yeah?
いえ。僕はどうして病院にいるんですか？
Yeah, about that. Your, adopted brother kinda, tried to kill you.
覚えていないんだね。君は道を歩いているとき、自動車の交通事故に巻き込まれたんだ。
Okay, that's... Yeah, that's the
胸にガ
same.
ラスの破片が刺さってね。とても助かるような傷じゃなかったんだよ。
Okay, so they kept the cover story the same, pretty much. The man draped in white smiles as he utters something a doctor probably shouldn't say. It's a miracle that you're alive. Yeah, because he knows that's... Or, well, I mean, that's probably what he was told, but he's like, no. These injuries are not consistent with getting hit by a car. Like, The queasy feeling I was holding back threatens to spill out after I hear those words.
眠いです。眠っていいですか？
Yeah, you probably need the rest.
ああ、そうしなさい。今は無理をせず、体を休ませてあげないとね。
The doctor continues smiling. That's concerning. I would feel bad if a doctor was smiling that much. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I would be like, what are you hiding? Like, you're covering something up.
先生、一つ聞いていいですか？
何かな、四季君。
どうして体中に落書きをしているんですか？この部屋もところどころひびだらけで、今にも崩れちゃいそうです。
For a brief second, the smile vanishes from the doctor's face. Then he rises out of his seat, Smile reapplied. That reaction makes me think... No, he's probably just concerned that there's something wrong with our eyesight, I assume. Or Shiki's eyesight. His shoes clack against the floor as he disappears behind the curtain.
やはり脳に異常があるようだ。
Yeah.
脳外科の芦谷先生に連絡を。それと、視神経にも損傷の疑いがあるな。午後は眼科検査に回すように。
The doctor whispers to his nurse, his voice cold and harsh, starkly different from before.
変なの。みんな体に落書きしてる。
Actually, that makes me wonder about the medical implications of mystic eyes. Like... Like, if they do examine his optical nerves, right? Would they appear different? Like, I don't remember if they said anything about it in the... No, in the original, they just wrote it off, didn't they? Also, I like how, instead of the original, where it's just a bunch of random lines everywhere, there's like... There's actual, like, pathing to the lines. The frenzied lines cling to every surface of the hospital. I don't know why, but just seeing them is enough to make me feel sick.
なんだろう、これ。
You'll find out soon enough. There are even scribbles on my bed. I touch one of them with my finger. Schwip. The finger slides in. If I had something thinner, I bet it could go even further. I grab a plastic knife off... Why must you try? I grab a plastic knife off a nearby tray and trace one of the scribbles with it. With no effort at all, the knife sinks down to the handle. Shiki, see, I know it's coming because the original had pretty much the exact same scene. But, I mean, he is a child. I guess I can't really blame him for being, I guess, curious. But still, come on, come on, Shiki. I glide the knife along the lines in the bed. Like, what did he think was gonna happen? Like, honestly. That if you cut up your bed, it's not gonna collapse? Like... With a heavy sound, the bed falls neatly into two pieces. I turn to the voice behind me. The shriek belongs to a nurse standing at the door. Her face stiff with shock.
どうやってベッドを壊したんだね、四季君。
It's honestly impressive, actually. Like it's a solid metal. Like you can see, it's a metal bed frame. Like, I noticed the doctor hasn't asked me why I broke it, but how.
その線をなぞったら切れたんだよ。
Uh-huh.
ねえ、どうしてこの病院はひびだらけなの？
Yeah, it's not the hospital, buddy.
いい加減にしないか、四季君。そんな線なんてないんだ。それで、どうやってベッドを壊したんだい？
I mean, that's the thing. He's telling the truth. He traced along the lines with the plastic knife. That's all it was.
だから線をなぞっただけなんだ。
わかった。この話はまた明日にしよ
う。Like, how do okay, if they don't believe him, right? How do they think he did it? Because, like, all he had was a plastic knife. You can't cut through metal normally with a plastic knife. Like, I mean, maybe you could if you had enough time. Actually, yeah. Given enough time, you probably could. Why you would do so, I don't know. But you probably could. But, like, again, how did... He didn't have that much time. So it's like, what are they thinking he did? I don't know. The doctor lets out a sigh. He stopped smiling as soon as I mentioned the scribbles. I guess his switch is broken. This hospital's full of broken things. Yeah. In the end, no one believed me. Well, to be fair, it does sound far-fetched, but... No matter what it is, I can cut it cleanly by slicing the lines with a knife. I don't even need to put any muscle into it. It's easy, like cutting paper with a pair of scissors. The bed, the chair, the desk, the walls, and even the floor, none of them are any different. And I've never tried it, but I'm positive it would be the same for people too. No one else can see the scribbles. Only I can. I think it's because everything is falling apart. And these are the seams holding them together. Not wrong, I guess. That's actually a pretty good guess, to be honest. Just like my chest. It still hasn't fully healed after the operation, so they've stitched me up where it would otherwise fall apart. That's gotta be it. I mean, how else could a kid like me cut up a whole wall? I don't know, man. Don't try... Shiki, why? Like, you saw what you did to the bed. Why would you cut up the hospital wall? Okay. The nurse screams again. Seeing the holes in the wall, she glares in my direction. Yeah. Her shriek goes on and on. Luckily, something is up with my ears, so it doesn't sound all that loud to me. That's different. The drawn-out noise fills me with dread, like the sound of a burning cicada. Everything is in tatters. The idea of opening my eyes, of living it all, is enough to make me want to disappear. Okay, I'm already really digging the remake because it has, like, background audio effects that... Because the original, right, just had straight up do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do, and, like, and then the occasional, like, clashing sound, like, when, like, you cut... Whenever Shiki would use his knife, right? This is proper, like... suspense building audio. Anyway, sorry. I just wanted to get that out. The idea of opening my eyes, of living it all, is enough to make me want to disappear. All this time I never knew about the stitches holding the world together and how easily they can break. Wait, why is it inverted? Why are we seeing red and then the lines are blue now? No one else sees them. That's why they can go on living just fine. Uh-huh. They don't know about the cracks all around us. They don't know how damaged their lives are. But I see it all. It chills me to the bone, holding me in place. Since it happened, everything sounds muffled, like my ears have been stuffed. Only the gash in my chest screams like a siren. But what happened, and when? No matter how hard I try, I can't remember, and scratching my head over it doesn't help either. My brain must have gotten rid of that information to make space for something more important. But the questions still leak out like water from a tap. Oh. I think I get it. The pieces all fit. That's why there's no mirror in here. So you don't see your own lines? If there was, the very first thing I would do is smash it? Break it? I'd be laughing while it lay there shattered. Which means they're not the ones in danger of breaking. It's me who's broken. Now it all makes sense. Why 2 weeks have passed and no one believes me? Why 2 weeks have passed and no one comes to see me? Why 2 weeks have passed and I'm the only one living in this stitched together world? I don't want to be in this hospital anymore. Yeah, no, I totally understand. I don't want to be surrounded by these scribbles. I have to get somewhere far away, where there won't be any people around. I'm not the weird one. It's this place that's weird, is what I tell myself as I make a run for it. Wait, how did he even get out? I assume he went out through the hole he made? Like, but I thought, no, but this was too... Huh. But the wound in my chest stops me from getting too far. By the time I realize it, I've ended up in the field next to the hospital. I didn't get very far at all. My chest is burning. I squat to the ground miserably, battling a bout of coughs. I can't stay here, but I can't go anywhere else either. There's nowhere to go for someone who can see all of the stitching. Another wave of coughs hit me. No one's around. A sea of grass at the end of the summer. It wouldn't be the worst place to disappear. My thought is suddenly interrupted.
君、そんなところでしゃがんでると危ないわよ。
I know it's Aoko, but her voice sounds different from Mihoyo. Less angry, I guess. And less, I guess, less like the VA is trying to sound like a teenager, I suppose. The voice of a woman cuts through to my ears, clear as crystal. How's she look? Oh. You know, I already kind of knew what he looked like a little bit because I've seen his model for, Type Lumina. But still, interesting.
絵じゃないでしょ?
How long after Mihoyo is this? It's at least a few years, right? Because Mihoyo is 87. This is 12 years later. Actually, no. No, doesn't the remake take place? Actually, yeah, no, I guess this would be... Wait, I'm trying to think. The remake takes place in 2010, right? But that's like grown up at, 17 or whatever. So I guess this... Yeah, okay, this would check out. If this is... Shiki's A... No. So this would have to be in like 2001? That this is happening? Shiki should be 8 here, I think. Then when we play him in the future, he's 17. Or is he 18? No, he'd be 17 because he's second year. 16, 17. So 9 years. So yeah, this would have to take place in 01, so about 13, 14 years after the events of Mihoyo. So Aoko should be 29 here, right? 29, 30. But she still looks like... I'll be honest, she pretty much looks like her Mihoyo self, but with the bright red hair rather than like the darker hair because of her magic usage. So, I don't know.
ただでさえちっこいんだから草むらでうずくまってると見えないのよね。気をつけなさい。危うく蹴り飛ばされるところだったんだから。
Aoko, you don't walk hard. You don't, like, okay. Yeah. I doubt you could punch someone just by walking, Aoko. Like, if you'd have to intentionally go for like a built-up kick to punt him. The woman scolds away, her finger pointing at me grumpily. This is beautifully redone. I don't know the button to get rid of the dialogue. I assume it's the same as Mihoyo, but I don't remember Mihoyo's button layout. So I don't want to fuck something up on accident, so... I think it's circle? Okay, it is. Whew. That will be the thumbnail. Thank you very much. Man, this is beautifully recreated. I'll probably put a side-by-side in the video of this and the original. But this is like just a perfect modern reimagining of that first image of the two together. Super well done. I feel anger creep up inside me. I'm not that small. I'm only the 4th shortest in my class. It's pretty short. Her, probably.
バカね。そんなの決まってるじゃない。ここにいるのは私と君だけなんだから。私以外に誰がいるっていうの?
Okay. They also updated Aoko's personality a little bit. She was less of a little shit in the original, I'm pretty sure. The woman sure looks proud of herself, crossing her arms like that.
ま、ここで会ったのも何かの縁だし、少し話し相手になってくれない？私は青崎青子って言うんだけど、君は？
She speaks casually, like one friend to another, and offers out her hand. Seeing no reason to refuse, I introduce myself as Tonoshiki and accept her offered hand, like I'm being pulled in magnetically. Oh, talking to her is fun. This was also a... No, was this an image in the original? Obviously not this good, but I think so. Talking to her is fun. It's also so weird seeing Shiki without his glasses. Like, no, we do a few times in the original, or I guess Kigetsu Toya anyway, not really the original, but still. It's interesting. She doesn't shoot anything I say. She doesn't shoot down anything I say just because I'm a kid. And she treats me like a person, listening to my every word. I tell her all about myself. I tell her about home, about my long family lineage, how my dad is tough on etiquette and stern all the time, how I have a little sister, Akiha, who's really quiet and follows me everywhere, how I always play with Akiha and our friends in the garden, which is as big as a forest since we have a huge mansion. Just flexing that you have a mansion, okay? How the attic is our secret spot, How I'm bad at word games. How everyone says I'm going to grow taller. How I used to like the smell of hospitals, but now I don't. Don't blame you. How I love the sky when it's clear and blue, but looking at it makes me want to cry. How I'm glad to be alive. How I don't even hate the doctor with the pretend smile. I surprise myself. I keep yapping away feverishly.
おっと、もうこんな時間。悪いわね、シキ。私、ちょっと用事があるから、お話はここまでにしましょう。
I don't like how the lines just appeared. The woman starts to leave. The thought of being alone again fills me with sadness.
じゃあまた明日、ここで待ってるからね。君もちゃんと病室に帰って、きちんと医者の言いつけを守るんだぞ。あ。
She says it so naturally, as if the idea that we weren't going to meet again tomorrow hadn't even crossed her mind, and leaves. I should have gotten a screenshot of them under the tree, fuck.
また明日。
We'll get to talk again tomorrow, just like we did today. I'm so happy. It's the first time I felt something so strongly since waking up from the accident. Going to the grassy field in the afternoon has become a regular thing. The lady would get angry whenever I called her Aliko. She seems to hate her own name. Okay. Huh. Unsure what to call her at first. I eventually settled on Master. Master always listens to whatever I have to say, and solves each and every one of my problems. Since the accident, I've hated talking to people, but thanks to her, I'm slowly becoming my old self again. Being here on a grassy field is the only time my worries slip away, and I feel like the old me. I don't know who she really is, but I get the sense she could actually be a real teacher at some school. Not that it's any of my business. I love that. Hang on, let me take my... There we go. I forgot I had that up. Fuck, I don't have the other one now. Whatever. Being around her is fun. That's all that matters.
ねえ先生、僕こんなことができるよ。
Interesting. Did he? I'm pretty in the original. Doesn't he say Shisho and not Sensei? Am I crazy? I could be crazy. I want to surprise her. I pull out a knife I took from the hospital, and I cut the tree standing in the field. Tracing the lines, I slice from the center of the tree to the bark.
すごいでしょ。落書きが見えてるところならどこだって簡単に切れるんだよ。こんなの他の誰にもできないよね。
She's speechless. Shiki, maybe stop. Maybe stop. I get into a groove and decide to sink my knife into a horizontal line across the base of the tree.
Shiki!
What? What? You don't have to slap the kid.
先生。やめなさい。君は今、とても軽率なことをしたわ。
Okay, look, he doesn't know that it's killing things, but still, you don't have to hit him. She stares at me seriously. It's an unforgiving look, the determined gaze of someone about to punish an evildoer. How could I be so stupid? I was having so much fun. I completely forgot. These scribbles shouldn't exist, which means someone like me who can see them shouldn't exist either. A feeling of regret seeps into my chest like blood. I wish I could crawl up into a ball and die. That tree was the last reminder that this field was once a forest. And desperate to show off, I went and destroyed it. For no real reason at all.
ごめんなさい。
I feel tears trickle down my face. I know boys shouldn't cry, but I can't help it.
四季。
I hear my name called softly. Suddenly, even with the knife still in my hand, she hugs me tight.
謝る必要はないわ。うん。まあ、確かに四季は怒られるようなことをしたけど、それは決してあなただけが悪いってわけじゃないんだから。
Yeah.
悪いのは僕だけじゃない。
No. Everyone makes mistakes and does a bad thing every now and then. It's not a... As long as you understand that what you did was wrong. Then it's all okay. Well, not okay, but, you know, it's forgivable.
ええ。でもね、四季。それとは別のところで、今誰かが君を叱っておかないと取り返しのつかないことになる。だから私はあなたを一人の人間として見た。同じ立場の人間として意見して、怒って本気で叩いた。力加減を間違えていたら、私も四季を殺していたかもってぐらい本気で。
Is she actually that physically strong? Like, I understand if she used magic to enhance her blow. That would be one thing. But is she that strong without using magic? That seems weird. Her words truly frighten me. It isn't that I'm afraid of her killing me, but that I had pushed her into almost doing so. The thought of it makes my heart sink.
泣かないで、四季。私も謝らないから。あなたはそれだけのことをしたんだって覚えていてほしいから。その代わり、四季は私のことを嫌ってもいいわ。先生のこと嫌いじゃないよ。そう。本当によかった。私が君に出会ったのはこのためだったみたい。
Yeah. You prevent him from accidentally doing something that you can't take back, or at least something that can't be forgiven. And just like that, as if to melt away my feeling of regret, she quietly asks me about the scribbles I keep seeing. It's quite interesting. So I know Kara no Kyokai and Tsukihime, I believe, take place in two separate timelines, right? The Kara no Kyokai timeline is in the same timeline as Fate, I believe? And then Mohoyo and Suki are together, if I'm remembering correctly. But it's funny how in two alternate timelines, the Aozaki sisters, both meet a person with the mystic eyes of death perception. It's funny parallel. Actually, even though the events of Kara no Kyokai probably don't happen in this timeline, I wonder if Toko still meets Ryugi Shiki.
Shiki, 君が見ているものは現実のものよ。決して見えてはいけないものだとしても、他の人間にとってはありえないことだとしても、その線は幻じゃない。あなただけにある現実。そうか。じゃあやっぱりおかしいのは僕だけなんだね。
No weirder than Aoko is.
ええ、あなたはおかしい。そこはごまかしようがない。
I fight back the tears. What she said stings 1,000 times more than when the doctor doubted me. But it's not like I didn't see this coming. From the very start, from the moment I woke up, I've known the truth. I shouldn't even be alive.
謝らないで。その異常はおかしいだけで説明がつかないものじゃない。道理が通っているものなら人間は何にだって向かっていける。これ私の経験則ね。
I wonder if she got that belief from Sojiro. But he doesn't really understand the reason. He's just told, hey, this is X. And he's like, okay, fair enough. But I guess... I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if this belief came from Sojiro, but...
どんなに馬鹿げたデタラメがやってきても知恵と勇気で乗りこなすのが私たち人間よ。
Okay, this is definitely referencing Sojiro. 1,000,000%. It has to be. This has to be referencing Sojiro. My first lesson, she calls it with a hint of embarrassment. Having a strange condition isn't a problem itself. The problem is how I choose to deal with it.
じゃあこの落書きも説明できる？もちろん。ものにはね、壊れやすい箇所というものがある。いつか壊れる私たちは壊れるがゆえに完全じゃない。君の目はそういったものの末路。言い換えれば未来を見てしまっているんでしょう。未来を見てるの？
Something like that, yeah.
そうよ。今はそれ以上は知らなくていい。もし君がそういう流れに沿ってしまう時が来るなら、必然としてそれなりの理屈を知ることになるでしょう。
Yeah, just unfortunately he ends up having to use his eyes.
先生、何のことだかよくわからない。
Don't worry about it, Shiki.
ええ、分かっちゃダメ。今大事なのは一つだけ。その線は決していたずらに切ってはいけない。君の目は 物の命を軽くしすぎてしまうから。
うん、先生が言うならしない。それになんだか胸が痛いんだ。ごめんね先生、もう二度とあんなことはしないから。
Unfortunately, you do end up breaking that promise, but it's for a good reason, to be fair.
よかった。シキ、今の気持ちを絶対に忘れないで。そうしていれば君は必ず幸せになれるんだから。
She uncoils her arms, freeing me from her embrace. The sensation, cold and yet warm, fades away.
でも先生、この落書きが見えてると不安なんだ。だってこの線を引けば切れちゃうんでしょ。なら僕の周りはいつバラバラになってもおかしくないじゃないか。
その問題は私が何とかするわ。どうやらそれが私がここに来た理由のようだし。
I wonder if she came here because she sensed that there was some like dangerous magical entity here, or if it's just happenstance. She heaves a long sigh and then smiles at me.
シキ、明日君にとっておきのプレゼントを。私が君を以前の生活に戻してあげる。
The next day, on the 7th day since I first met Master, she comes to the field hauling a huge trunk with one hand.
はい、これをかけていればもう妙な落書きは見えなくなるはず。
She hands me an ordinary pair of glasses. Yes, quite ordinary.
僕、目は悪くないよ。
Just put them on.
いいからかけなさい。戸は入ってないから。
I do as she says and put them on. And the moment I do,
ああ、すごいよ先生。落書きがちっとも見えない。
you know, I just got to thinking about what I said before about him calling her Shisho rather than Sensei. That made no sense because it didn't even have voice acting back then. I don't know why I said that.
当たり前よ。わざわざ姉貴のところの魔眼殺しを奪ってまで作った青崎青子渾身の一品なんだから。粗末に扱ったらただじゃおかないからね、シキ。
Okay, so yeah, this is something they didn't. This is new to the remake. In the original, I think she just happened to have a pair of glasses on her that would work on mystic eyes. Whereas here, they actually give a somewhat explanation. So, does that mean her and Toko are on, like, good terms? Here? Or did she just, like, go steal them? I mean, she says swipe. But that means she knew where her sister was. I don't know. Makes me wonder about what their relationship is like, 10 years after Mihoyo. I don't know.
うん、大事にする。けど先生ってすごいね。あれだけ嫌だった線がみんな消えちゃって、なんだか魔法みたいだこれ。
Yep, just like magic. Uh-huh.
それも当然。だって私魔法使いだもん。
A smug grin stretches across her face as she drops the trunk to the ground.
でもね、シキ、その線は消えたわけじゃないわ。ただ見えなくしているだけ。 そのメガネを外せば線はまた見えてしまう。
Yeah.
見えないだけ？
Yeah, unfortunately.
ええ、そればっかりはもう直しようがないことよ。君はその目となんとか折り合いをつけて生きていくしかないの。
やだ、こんな怖い目いらない。
Well,
またあの
it's
線を切っちゃったら先生との約束が守れなくなる。
not if you keep the glasses on.
ああ、もう二度と線を切らないっていうあれか。バカね、あんな約束気軽に破っていいわよ。
そうなの？だってすごくいけないことだって言ったじゃないか。
I mean, there's
ええ、いけないことよ。けどその目は誰にも頼らない君個人の力なんだもの。だからそれを使おうとするのは君の自由。その目があることについて君以外の他の誰も君を責めることはできない。問われることがあるとしたら、あなたがその力で何をしたかということだけよ。
yeah. If you use it for good, right? Like, I don't think she would begrudge you that
僕が何をするか。
over that. She stares into my eyes as if trying to peer inside.
そういうこと。うん、やっぱりいい目だ。正直言うとね、初めて君と会った時めんどくさいのにぶつかっちゃったなーって思ったんだ。だって君見た感じいろいろなくしてきたみたいだから。
I mean, he doesn't remember currently, but he has lost a lot.
でも問題なんてなかった。君はちゃんと生きている。なら人生かけて取り返していきなさい。
Even with a whole lifetime, I could never find the words to describe the light I felt in my chest or the rush of joy that came with it. You belong here. She reaffirmed my reason for being more forcefully than anyone.
シキ、君は個人が保有する能力の中でもひどく得意な能力を持ってしまった。けどそれが君にあるということは何かしらの意味があるということなの。
Mm-hmm.
神様は何の意味もなく力を分けない。君の未来には必要になる時があるから、その直視の目があるとも言える。
Yeah.
それは残酷なことだろうけど。
Having to... Yeah, just... Yeah.
だからこそ忘れないで。君はとてもまっすぐな心をしている。今の君がある限り、その目は決して間違った結果は生まないでしょう。成人になれなんてことは言わない。君は君が正しいと思う大人になればいい。いけないということを素直に受け止められてごめんなさいと言える君なら、10年後にはきっと素敵な男の子になってるわ。
She stands and reaches for the trunk.
あ、でもよっぽどのことがない限りメガネは外しちゃダメだからね。特別な力は特別な力を呼ぶものだし。
Yeah, well... See... He only in the 10-year time skip, he only ever takes them off once. And that's to help Yumizuka, I'm pretty sure. When her and the other girls are trapped in the gym, storage room. and then somehow, well, it's the only time he takes them off, but yep, somehow a couple years later, there's a bunch of vampires and shit. It's rough. It's a rough life.
はい、私からの忠告。 その2、反則の出しどころ、勝負どころをよく考える。そうならないことを祈っているけど、どうしても自分の手には負えないと判断した時だけメガネを外して、よく考えて力を行使なさい。
He doesn't think very clearly the first time he meets Arkwid, but or saying meet Arkwid is a bit of an overstatement, I think. I don't think you can classify that as meeting, but yeah.
その力自体は決して悪いものじゃない。結果をいいものにするか悪いものにするかはあくまで君の判断次第なんだから。
She picks up the trunk, and without her even saying a word, I know it's time for us to say our goodbyes.
無理だよ先生。僕だけじゃいいことになんてできない。
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
本当は先生に会うまで怖くてたまらなかった。けど先生がいてくれたから僕は僕に戻れたんだ。
I think you don't give yourself enough credit, to be honest.
ダメなんだ。先生がいなくちゃこんなメガネがあったってダメに決まってるじゃないか。
シキ、心にもないことは言わないこと。自分自身も騙せないような嘘は聞いている方を不快にさせるわ。
Master's displeasure is readily apparent in her expression. She then flicks my forehead.
自分でも分かっているんでしょ？もう大丈夫だって。なら、そんなつまらないことを言って、せっかく掴んだ自分を捨ててはいけないわ。それじゃあお別れね。バイ、シキ。
Goodbye, Aoko. And then we don't see her. Well, actually, maybe that'll change. I hope that changes. It'd be cool if we see her again in the main story and not because we see her in Melty Blood. Do we see her in KT? I don't think so. But we see her in Melty Blood, at the very least. Actually, wait, no. No, she's in Type Lumina, right? She's in the older Melty Bloods. I don't know if she's in. I assume she's in Type Lumina. I would think. But yeah, no spoilers if you guys know, but I really do hope we see her again in the main Tsukihime story, in the remake. That'd be nice. But we'll have to see.
どんな人間だって人生ってのは落とし穴だらけなのよ。君はそれを何とかできる力があるんだから、もっとちゃんとしなさい。
She's really leaving. I'm sad, but as her friend, I want to see her off right.
さよなら、先生。
よし、上出来上出来。その息でいつまでも元気でね。最後の教訓。ピンチの時はまず落ち着いて、その後によく考えること。
Got it.
大丈夫。君なら一人でもちゃんとやっていけるから。
She smiles fondly. A gust of wind sweeps through, sending a ripple across the sea of grass. She's gone.
バイバイ、先生。
As I say the words, the realization that I'll never see her again sinks in. Cue Melty Blood. Left with me are a treasure trove of advice and a strange pair of glasses. In just 7 days, I feel like I've learned the most important things of all. As I stand there aimlessly, tears start welling up. I'm such an idiot. All I said was goodbye. Not once did I say thank you. I'm discharged from the hospital soon after. I won't be going back to the Tono household. Instead, I'm to be taken in by another family. My body is recovered, but there are still lasting symptoms. To the Tonos, this means I'm defective. I'm no longer needed. But I don't care. Tonoshiki is going to be fine on his own. A new life and a new family are waiting for me. I leave behind the hospital room where I spent my 10th summer. Oh no, he's 10 here. Was he 10? Oh no, he was 10 in the original, right. No, I'm remembering now. Yeah, no, it's a 7-year time skip. Right. For some reason, I thought he was 8 in the original, but no, I'm pretty sure he was also 10 in the original when this happened. I just had it messed up in my head for some reason. Because he's 8 when the Tonos take him in, I think? I think so. I think that's right. The curtains by my window sway in the breeze, just like always. I take in one last glimpse of the blue sky. As I do, a dry breeze washes over me, spelling the end of summer. That's the prologue.